Hey, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Blue Ridge Silverhound. I'm your host, Sean, and in today's episode, a little preview action. The Heritage Auctions Long Beach Numismatic Show is fast approaching. First week of June, right out of the gate, we're going to be coming into the summer months with another significant auction. In this particular one, we're going to preview all 7 error coins that they have listed. And a few of them are pretty relevant that you need to know about, and it's phenomenal. I had the opportunity to take a look at each one, kind of dissect exactly what we going on here on these error coins, and man, pretty exciting stuff. But it's going to be a big show as always. So before we go ahead and jump into the auction previews, first and foremost, I got my summer giveaway that is currently active right now. Go ahead and check it out. Just go into my videos list. It should be about maybe 7, 8, 9 videos down. We are giving away a bunch of coins. It's going to be very exciting. There's going to be anywhere from 12 to 15 winners. I am still assembling giveaway spots. But it's real simple. Just go in the video and comment in there to get your entry. The live draw will occur June 21st, the first day of summer for everyone, and that's going to be my way of giving back. I always kick it off huge every summertime, and we have hundreds, if not thousands of dollars in giveaway items for your consideration. I'm excited to be a part of that, and I am even more excited to be able to give more away this year than I ever have. So thanks again for all of your support through these trying times. I hope you guys and your loved ones and your friends are safe these days. So anyways, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. If you're a lover of money, then this is probably the place for you. Only place I know where where we talk about a huge diversified list of different things all about coins and paper money. It's always a lot of fun at every corner. So yeah, go ahead and join up. Alright, so let's go ahead and jump right in to some of these Heritage Auctions error coins. Again, there is 7 of them. And as always, check out the rest of the coins they have for sale. If you wanted to get an idea of what some of the big kind of dollar items are on their website, it's definitely a great place to check out. ha.com. Really nice, really simple. Alright, so the first few coins, I actually have a little bit of an interesting story with these particular examples. Now, the first couple are really, really cool Indian head cent errors. Alright, so the first one that you see here is a Pcgs AU58 1864 Indian head cent. This one, of course, features the L on ribbon. It's a variety that's been widely collected for a number of years, even to this day. It's one of those chase pieces. If you are going to find that one Indian head cent, usually the L on ribbon 64 is the go-to coin for a lot of discerning collectors. Now, this one right here is unique, and that is 25% off center. The reverse is a little bit rotated. You'll see an actual close-up picture here momentarily. Now, this auction is about 10 days away, all right? So keep that in mind. There is advanced bidding going on as we speak, and this one has been bid up to $675. Also keep in mind, there's a little bit of a value underneath the actual active bid on this coin of $810. Okay, that's going to be how much, let's say, if I purchased it and it sold for $675, I would also have to pay the buyer's premium. Okay, the buyer's premium gets that would go back to Heritage Auctions, so it's kind of like a fee. So not only sellers but buyers do pay a fee on purchasing these coins. So we're 10 days away, and the interesting story was pre-recession. I could remember as far back as maybe like 2004, 2005. These coins were all over coin dealer showcases. Like, I will walk into a coin dealer and see these coins for sale. Now, the L on ribbon is kind of the key, all right, because of that L on the ribbon. But this is a coin that typically you would find for about $100 to $150 in this condition. I mean, they were out there. The more plentiful ones, of course, were the dates of the early 1900s, from like 1900 to 1909. But those coins, I remember you could purchase them for like 25 to 50 bucks. They were a lot more affordable, but I can't really say that today because these coins have gone up so much in value because of just how cool they are. Okay, and furthermore, it's really hard to find one of these raw. Okay, usually every single example that I've seen in the last 10 or so years, they've all been authenticated by either PCGS or NGC. So it makes it quite a bit more difficult to cherry pick this, even if you're able to find one at like a local coin dealer or maybe even a coin show. These just simply don't exist in raw form anymore. But as you can tell, based off of the current bidding activity, these coins are continuously going up in value. If you were to ask me, Sean, is this a coin that I can invest in today and maybe the coin will go up in value? All right. Yes, I would say, but use caution, because I feel like that based off of where we're at today in society with the pandemic, that a lot of collectibles right now have inflated in value by a huge margin. Okay, just people getting themselves involved with any sort of hobby, from sports cards to coins to comic books. Everything is expensive today. All right, so keep that in mind as you're going into these. But this is a type of error. If you were to buy it today, these would not only hold the long-term value, but because of how scarce they're becoming, a lot of these coins will certainly increase in price. Even if you paid $1,000 for this coin, one day this will be a coin, excuse me, that'll be worth $2,000, $2,500, $3,000. Keep that in mind, okay? Supply versus demand always plays a huge role in these particular coins. All right, so the next one that we have here, this one's interesting, but because it's double struck, that's the interesting part, but it's not spectacular. Like, I've seen better double struck Indian head cents in the past, but this is an 1894. It's a relatively common date. This one is an NGC Mid-State 64 brown, double struck, both off center, which, you know, you'll see that here in a moment. But this one has been bid up to $230. This one will probably end up closing in at about $400 to $500. I don't see this one hitting $1,000, and it's because of this reason. The secondary double strike is way over here. It's very small, and I don't know, it's not spectacular to me. Although the coin is really pretty. It's in great shape. It's a really nice specimen for the date. I feel like that the secondary double strike right here probably dampens the value of this coin a little bit. If it was strictly just like a 10% off-center coin, this coin would be worth a lot more money. All right, so this was a really nice example for what it is. You know, it is a double strike coin error, so you could kind of build a case to say that, oh yeah, this one is spectacular and it's worth a lot more than what it actually is. But there you go. That's the second one there. All right, so the third and final Indian head set of the bunch is going to be this 1898 1 cent, 10% off center. Check out that grade. Mid-State 66 brown through NGC. This one right here has been bid up to $430, so it's looking really good. The grade is really nice, and this is probably going to be a coin that'll sell for over $1,000. So between the 1864 L on ribbon and this one, these are going to be your big two Indian head cent errors out of the list. Now, the coin features a really nice patina. Okay, you even have some of the blue toning on not only the obverse where where Liberty is, but also the reverse as well. This is just a coin with lots of character, and I love coins that look like this. So if you have the means and you wanted to pick up a very unique piece that is not only a great looking error, but a coin that is also a nice high grade, then I would certainly consider the 1898 Indian head cent. Okay, and as always, check out ha.com. That's Heritage Auctions. All right, so we're going to get into something that's a little bit more modern. Now, this one right here is a really, really interesting piece. It's a undated Washington quarter. This one is a pre-1965 90% silver coin. So just call it. It could be anywhere from 1932 to 1964. It's kind of hard to say, but just, you know, looking at the coin, I would say it's probably 30s or 40s era. Now, this one right here is a really interesting and pretty unique error. Okay, so it's a coin that was struck 40% off center, but it also has a complete mirrored reverse brockage. Okay, this is a really cool coin. Now, we are bid up to $825 on this. This one is going to be one of those coins that you're going to have to pay attention to see where it ends up. You know, it's a coin that's unique enough that it could sell for $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 at the end of this whole thing, or it could peter out at about $1,500. I just don't see how. It's a clean, straight graded coin. It's not damaged. It's not cleaned. It's not anything else. But as you can see, it looks like a two-tailed quarter, or two heads rather. But as you can see on the reverse, it's got a full brockage. The letters "In God We Trust" is mirrored backwards, but it's pretty unique. It's interesting to see something like this. I haven't seen one of these maybe once in my lifetime, but you know, you have a lot of things going for it. It is off center, and you have that reverse mirrored brockage that is just spectacular. So the next few coins are going to be the coins that you guys need to know about. All right, proof errors of any kind, especially in more modern sets, are some of the most visually stunning, and surprisingly, they sell for a lot of money. Okay, now people have their issues or problems with proof sets, and that's fine. You know, it's like, yeah, my dad used to buy these things at the Mint, and they just, you know, he bought like 10 of them at a time, and I thought he was nuts, and he ended up just throwing them in the closet in a shoebox or something. And I'm like, oh yeah, I could concur with that type of story. But if you don't check these things close enough, you're really going to miss out on a multitude of various types of errors. Now, I found my fair share amount of proof errors on like nickels and pennies and all that, double struck, and it's fun to play around and just, you know, kind of treasure hunt with these inexpensive sets. So we have a 1973 S candy half dollar that was double struck, multi-struck, and you'll see a close-up here in a second. This thing is stunning. But to top it all off, it graded off at a NGC Proof 64 Ultra Cameo, so it's got really nice frosting on there as well. So this one right here has been bid up to $2,500. Okay, but it's not going to end there. This is going to be a wildly expensive error coin. Will it hit 5 figures? I don't know. It really remains to be seen. There is one coin out of the bunch where I feel confidently that it is going to sell in excess of $10,000. This first one right here, this candy, I'm just not so sure, but it is going to be a very expensive coin. Now, whoever buys it automatically, you know, if it's sold for $2,500, there's an additional $500 buyer's premium. Okay, it's not for the faint of heart. You have to understand that's how the auction business works. You know, with the buyer's premiums and the reserves and all that great stuff. I mean, it could get pretty crazy sometimes if you don't know the ins and outs of this particular format. But upon closer examination, this is a really cool looking coin, double struck. You can see the multi-struck devices here with Liberty just all the way on the end. It even looks like it's a broad strike as well. But this one is a phenomenal coin. I just don't think it'll move the needle to $10,000. Although I've been wrong before, we will just have to wait and see. And what I've also examined that this one looks like it has a struck through. Like there was a wire bristle on the reverse or something. Excuse me. Man, the dust. But this is a really neat, very representative coin. Again, you don't see mint errors on proof coins that often because these particular coins are, for the longest time, are kind of like white gloved. Okay, they've been handled individually and then placed into holders individually. So for this one to get out into a proof set is just remarkable, to say the least. Now this is the one coin right here where I think it's going to hit $10,000 and more. I mean, the price on this thing is just going to continually go up, and it's anybody's guess where it'll end. So this is a 77S Jefferson nickel, double denomination. It was actually struck over an already made Roosevelt dime. Okay, so the price is at $4,700 with 7 days to go in this auction, and it's hitting its stride. Okay, this is a very rare error to find on proof coinage. Okay, you can find double denominations, no problem, on regular business strikes, but to come across one in this particular way is just it's hen's teeth, man. It's really rare. So there's not a whole lot of the underlying devices or features of the Roosevelt dime. I mean, you could pick out a few things on here, like you can see a little bit of America, you can see a little bit of the outer edge of one of the leaves on the reverse, and a few other knickknacks here and there. You can even make out a little bit of the back of the Roosevelt's head, and that's an eye right there, and the nose, I believe. But the big telltale sign is going to be the reeds, because on nickel there are no reeds, okay, which are those little grip lines on the edge. But they are certainly on a Roosevelt dime. Now you know that this is some sort of dime planchet because a lot of the devices are cut off, and then you can also see a little bit of the copper core in there, which, as you guys know, these are copper nickel clad coins. So this one is very interesting. I might keep an eye out on this one. Again, 5 figures wouldn't be out of the question for this particular example. It's really unique in a way that again, double denomination on a proof coin. Ha, yeah, right? You just don't see these. But then again, it is something that is easily overmissed, or overlooked, rather, in a proof set. And then finally, we're going to end it off on this crazy-looking Eisenhower dollar. It's a 1970 something. Don't know what it is. The last number was obliterated in the double strike. It's a proof 64 by NGC. This one's bid up to $3,900. But this one was also struck on a Kennedy $half planchet size. And man, yeah, check this obverse out. You just see doubled Ike right there. It's just crazy. You know, and then the eagle too. You can see a little bit of that, the extra set of feathers on the wing here. Pretty crazy. How about these letters here in E pluribus unum? They're just all over the place. This one may hit $10,000. Again, you don't see errors like this on proof coins that often. So it's a pretty interesting assembly of various errors on the Long Beach show hosted by Heritage Auctions. I hope you guys had fun. Just kind of strolling through some of the unique stuff. Again, take a look at your proof sets. You never know what kind of weird crap you're going to find in those proof sets. I found strike-throughs, strike-through string, and I found one double-struck coin, actually a Lincoln cent that I ended up selling way back in like 2006 for $400, and now I'm kicking myself because that should be like a $4,000 coin right now. But yeah, it's like, just go through them. Hey, you're not going to be, it's not going to knock your socks off to go through all those coins. But when you finally find that one white whale or trophy coin out of a proof set, out of all things, that you purchased for like $6-7, then it's all going to be worth it. Then you're going to take that $6-7 investment and turn it into $6-7,000. And guys, that's what it's all about, the treasure hunt. So I want to thank everyone for joining in on this video. Hopefully you guys got a little takeaway from all of the great stuff. Go ahead and check out some of the other offerings on Heritage Auction site, ha.com. They got the Long Beach listings up and running, and we are short of about 7 days left until the major countdown auction, and then another probably a couple days after that for all the smaller stuff. So anyways, it was interesting. Again, like, share, subscribe. My apologies for all the coughing. That's summer for you, and allergies. So it was a lot of fun. Hit the bell for instant notification. I'm your host, Sean, with Blue Ridge Silverhound. As always, Coinaholics, we are discovering together in 2020. You guys take care, enjoy your day, and I will see you on the next coin video.